where were you when you were watching it last night? What was your reaction and where did it go wrong?
Starting now.
How long have you got? Yes, I was at home. I was at home with my son. We had a glass of wine while we were watching the match, and we're excited to watch the kick-off. We felt like everybody else, and I felt like everybody else. We had a squad that was good enough to win it, and enough experience since our last two tournaments, and sat looking at the game thinking, there's no real problems here until France scored what a wonderful goal. So out of the blue, we recovered from that, and then lo and behold, we let another goal in. And of course, our downfall was Harry missing a penalty. But prior to that, the performances were so good, apart from America, that I felt that this performance was good enough to beat France, who are the World Cup holders. But unfortunately, we never got our noses in front. So the pressure for Harry was too much, unfortunately. And we have to look back and say, while we created a lot of chances in previous games, in this one, they weren't quite as often as we would have liked. And of course, we'd have only scored by 2 penalties. So perhaps at the attacking end yesterday, we weren't as good as we should have been.
And was part of that so much attention was paid on trying to keep Mbappe under control, and gaps were left where France could actually get through and score without a penalty? Not
really. I thought that the one thing that England needed to do was keep Mbappe quiet. So I don't think anybody in the World Cup has kept Mbappe so quiet, and that credit has to go to Kyle Walker for that one. Yeah, I think England's play was all too good enough up to the final third, and just in the final third didn't create enough open chances that I expected because of the form of the team that was in. But that wasn't to be. And of course, there's nothing worse than whoever the player, however young or old the player is, if you miss a penalty like Harry did, then it's going to be very difficult for him to overcome. So as much as the rest of the lads put their arm around you and say, look, we're all in it together, you feel the brunt of that when you wake up this morning. So it'll take a while certainly for Harry to get over it, and the rest of the team, because I think we all expected that we would get through.
Sam, Aidan McGee is with us. I know he's got a question for you as well. I know all you football people just want to endlessly talk about it anyway. Go ahead.
Sam, good morning. Nice to speak to you. Would you have been disappointed as a centre-half with the way Giroud was able to get in front of Harry Maguire for that second goal?
Two things, Aidan. One, Harry, but not just Harry, was John Stones. John Stones was far too far past his near post. A centre-half protects the goal, and to protect the goal, you need to be in the middle of the goal when the cross is coming in, not 3 or 4 yards past the near post. So both of them to blame, really. So if Harry slipped up by Giroud getting in front of him, if John Stones would have been 2 yards, or should I say 2 metres now, stepping backwards, he would have actually headed that ball out.
And that's basics, though, Sam, isn't it? That's basics, Sam, isn't it?
Basics, absolutely. It's crucial when you're a defender to get all the basics right, and that, unfortunately, for us was a big blow, particularly at the time and how we were playing. Because that goal came out of the blue because we were right on top at the time.
Sam, before you go, we have to ask you about England and penalties. I mean, is it the psychology, or is it that they don't maybe do enough in terms of the practice sessions? I mean, what did you used to do with the players for penalties?
Well, I think the big thing was who fancied taking the penalty. Right. Was the big thing, and that would be discussed prior to any game that may result in penalties. And then the opportunity to practice is there. But believe you me, on some occasions, I've had players who want to take a penalty, but when the pressure's come on and asked, they've actually declined. And that is because of the pressure they're under, and because how big a penalty needs to be to win you a game of football. So you can practice as much as you like. It's just having the nerve on the day or on the evening when penalties come along that you're confident in your own ability to take it. And, of course, you do one thing and one thing only. is you make your choice on where you're going to put the penalty and you never change your mind.